YouTube prank videos have been around pretty much since the inception of the platform. They have grown and evolved throughout the years, with many content creators being able to launch full-on careers from these type of videos. While this genre of content isn't as popular as it once was, if you go back in time nearly a decade, it was easily one of the quickest ways to earn viral success on YouTube. One of the most notorious creators to come out of this field was named VitalyzdTV.
Transaction's complete. Transaction's complete. Yo! I'm gonna have to give you guys a ticket. For what? For eating. We already have a bird problem here, and you guys are getting more birds attracted.
We never know that, man.
I'm stealing your license plate because I got a warrant from IRS. Hey, you come down. What's up? Yeah, bro. Hey, I can explain.
You know where you at?
Vitali was once one of the most prominent YouTube pranksters out there, with his older videos gaining hundreds of millions of views. Gold digger prank, 48 million views. Epic car prank on my mom, 38 million views. Miami zombie prank, 33 million views. The major success of this style of content resulted in his YouTube channel growing over 10 million subscribers in just a few short years. For a time, he was cemented as one of the most popular creators on the platform. However, that couldn't be further from the truth now, as he is currently locked up in the Philippines because of his degenerate behavior.
I have a very important question for you. Can I shove this up your...
What?
Can I put this in your...
The walkie-talkie.
Vitali has been on a spree of bad decisions over the last handful of years that has ultimately been leading to his own demise. This is the story of how Vitali has gone from a once popular prankster to now a prisoner in a foreign country. Vitali Zorovaretsky was born on March 8, 1992 in Murmansk, Russia. He wouldn't spend a long time in this country though, because at a very young age, Vitali's mother would relocate him and his brother to America, settling down in sunny South Florida. Growing up, Vitali claims he didn't speak any English, which made it hard for him to socialize with the other kids in his area. Desperate to make friends, his mother would help him learn English by making hundreds of flashcards and went over them with him until he was proficient enough to speak it. Around the same time as this, Vitali would watch the Terminator movies, which he claims inspired lifelong aspirations to become an entertainer like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Eventually, Vitali grew up and made it to high school, attending Park Vista Community High in Boca Raton. Here, he developed dreams to become a professional skateboarder, but this idea apparently crashed and burned early after he suffered from a variety of different injuries. After abandoning his dreams to become a pro skater, Vitali decided to get his first job to start earning himself some money. He acquired his first job when he was 15 years old, becoming a garbage collector making $5 an hour. After that, he became a sign spinner making close to a whopping $7 an hour. Eventually, he became a busboy at a restaurant in downtown Miami. None of these jobs were earning Vitali enough money to move out on his own and become the entertainer he dreamed of. A degenerate opportunity would be presented to him when he was 18 years old that would go on to change both of these things, however. Vitali would receive a phone call from one of his friends asking if he would like to shoot for Bang Bros, which is an adult video website. Desperate for cash and thinking this could be a way to break into the entertainment industry, Vitali said yes. This would easily become one of the most embarrassing decisions of his life, because when it was time to perform, he couldn't, even after taking a Viagra. Of course, this was all still recorded and posted online for tons of people to see.
I'm glad I didn't perform well, because if I did, I would have been a porn star till today. And that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a movie star, not a fucking porn star. In the end, was it worth it? Totally. Because I took that money and moved my mom out and myself to Los Angeles.
Vitali was still paid for this failed performance, and apparently it was enough money to move himself and his mother out to Los Angeles, California. It was here he finally made his YouTube channel on August 7th, 2011. Still determined to be a famous entertainer, Vitali believed YouTube prank videos would be the way he would become famous. And he was correct. This did not happen overnight though, with a majority of his initial videos not garnering his channel any support. He even contemplated quitting YouTube entirely quickly after only gaining a handful of subscribers over the course of a few months of posting content. All of this would change a year later though, on June 3rd, 2012, when Vitali posted his Miami zombie attack prank video. Poorly dressed up as a zombie, Vitali would chase around people in Miami while grunting and screaming in order to frighten the unsuspecting locals. This video would instantly go viral, gaining millions of views, and there was a particular reason for that. You see, just 8 days before Vitali's video was released, there was a brutal attack in Miami that ended with one man being permanently disfigured and another man being shot and killed by the police.
Drugs known as bath salts being blamed for a gruesome scene in Miami. This is a naked man. He was shot dead on Saturday by police because he was gnawing off another man's face.
On May 26th, 2012, police arrived at a gruesome scene near the MacArthur Causeway after a cyclist reported a bloody attack to 911. A 31-year-old man named Rudy Eugene was found eating the face off a 65-year-old homeless man named Ronald Papo. Rudy had allegedly taken bath salts, which caused him to get so high he stripped off all of his clothes and began wandering the streets of Miami after his car broke down on the side of the road. He eventually came across Ronald, who he happened to know from previous encounters at a homeless outreach center. After a brief conversation, Rudy accused Ronald of stealing his Bible and began to viciously attack him. Rudy angrily demanded his Bible be returned as he brutalized Ronald, eventually cannibalizing his face. He began chewing into Ronald's bare flesh, ripping off chunks of his face with his teeth and spitting them out onto the ground beside him. Rudy even gouged out Ronald's right eye and sunk his teeth into his left eye. This insanely disturbing attack went on for almost 20 minutes, and by the time the police arrived on scene, Rudy had eaten over 75% of Ronald's face. Rudy failed to listen to the responding officer's commands, instead growling at them in response, and continued to eat Ronald before the police ultimately shot and killed him. Mysteriously, the actual motive behind this attack has never been really figured out, with the bath salts rumor being dispelled after a toxicology report revealed the only substance in Rudy's body was marijuana. Ronald would miraculously survive this attack, but was left permanently disfigured, requiring extensive surgery with years of recovery in a medical facility. He lost both of his eyes, making him permanently blind, and he even lost his nose, but outside of that, he managed to make a full recovery. Now, Vitali insanely saw this attack as an opportunity to create a viral piece of media that would grow his YouTube channel. This video would earn him the internet fame he was desperately looking for, racking up millions of views regardless of how insensitive the timing of the release was. The success of the video didn't come without its share of backlash though. His viewers would point out the obvious shamelessness of creating a joke out of what was such a heinous attack. Another thing Vitali was called out for was his almost exclusive targeting of black communities throughout the video. And Vitali didn't even bother shying away from this fact, instead admitting this is exactly what he did. He claimed black people gave him the best reactions, so he decided to take his pranks to the hood.
So a lot of people actually were asking me why I'm doing the pranks only to black people.
Well, to clear it up, I mean, we did it to everybody. But you know, as we were going through, black people gave us the best reactions. So you know what we did? We took it an extra mile. We took it to the hood. We took it to the hood.
Martin Luther King Boulevard.
There you go.
The Miami zombie prank would not be the only controversial video that Vitali would create during this time. He would go on a spree of making more prank videos, with some examples being the epic poop prank, speaking Russian with strangers prank, and the age-old classic gold digger prank. Eventually, these videos would get Vitali in legal hot water after he was arrested for impersonating a police officer. In a video titled "Speeding Ticket Pranks," Vitali approached 3 black males and accused them of being suspects in a robbery. He then told the group he was going to give them all tickets for wearing their pants too low. Vitali ends this interaction by telling them if they walk around a pole and say "I didn't do it" 3 times, he won't go through with giving them tickets, which the group obliged. This entire incident was described in greater detail inside his arrest report from March 2nd, 2012. This would be the first of many arrests Vitali would face from his prank videos. The next time time he would be arrested would stem from a video he was doing with Steve-O from Jackass. Vitali would act like an obsessed fan that would get into an altercation with Steve-O in front of people in public. The pair would eventually do this shtick in front of a group of police officers who responded accordingly and arrested Vitali. Vitali would get arrested yet again shortly after this for his Russian hitman prank. Dressed in a suit and acting as his Russian character named Dmitry, Vitali would walk up to unsuspecting people with a briefcase. He would proceed to drop the briefcase in front of them and suspiciously tell them they have 60 seconds before walking away. This understandably freaked out people, causing them to run away in fear, giving Vitali the exact reaction he wanted for his video.
This is the people. Here. I don't know which one is one of you. Your life, your choice. 60 seconds.
Vitali would later claim in an interview that the briefcase was actually filled with cash. He would make the bold claim that if people weren't such pussies and opened up the case, they would have been able to keep the money.
But the prank was, it's like me as a character, Dimitri, with a suit, my hair slicked back, and I'm like, I don't know which one is the one of you. Your life, your choice. You have 60 seconds, and I run, and they run. People are pussies. Your life, your choice. Do you want to take the risk, or are you going to live in fear? Open the suitcase. There's real money inside. Wow. Everybody ran. Everybody.
So how exactly did this prank get him arrested? It turns out Vitali eventually tried this stunt on a military veteran who was in absolutely no mood to be messed with. After Vitali placed the briefcase in front of him, the vet decided to chase him throughout a Publix parking lot and held him until the Boca Raton police arrived. The veteran would be quoted saying, "I was already having a bad day, and then you motherfuckers come over here and made it worse." Vitali and his cameraman would be arrested on felony bomb hoax charges, which is understandable to most people, but not Vitali, who was quoted in an interview saying, "The bomb squad came. Can you believe that? The bomb squad came for this prank. It's unbelievable how the law is these days." He would spend 60 days in jail for this, and he felt the need to share the insane detail that he did not masturbate for 45 of those days. When he finally broke his celibacy, he heavily implies he put his you-know-what in the jail's food for everyone to eat. I don't know why he felt like this was such an important detail to share, but I sadly had to learn about it, and you know how the age-old internet saying goes. If I had to see it, so do you.
Spent 60 days in jail, didn't jerk off for 45, then I did jerk off while I was making food in the kitchen. Didn't wash my hands because everybody deserved my babies.
Wow.
Vitali's channel would go on a generational run following this short stint behind bars. While he was locked up, his videos would begin to do astronomical numbers, growing his channel to well over 5 million subscribers by the time he was released in 2014. His videos pre-prison would average 50 to 100,000 views each, and after he got out, the average view count skyrocketed into the millions. This newfound success would not prevent Vitali from repeatedly getting himself arrested, though. He would find himself incarcerated over and over and over again for the same crime: streaking. Vitali would streak the 2014 World Cup, the 2016 NBA Finals, and the 2017 World Series. All of these obviously resulted with him getting arrested each time. It's glaringly obvious Vitali operates under the all publicity is good publicity model, which worked for him for a long time, but eventually this would severely backfire on him. For the time being though, it worked well as it was earning him views and subscribers hand over fist. He even managed to secure a movie deal with two other YouTube pranksters, Roman Atwood and Dennis Rohde. Produced by Lionsgate, the movie was called Natural Born Pranksters. Now this film was honestly atrocious, scoring a whopping 3.6 out of 10 on IMDb. I tortured myself and watched all 90 minutes of it, and this really just feels like the show Impractical Jokers and Jackass got together and had a totally unfunny baby. Another unfunny thing Vitali did just a couple years later was start his own pornography website called Vitali Uncensored. Vitali Uncensored was an uninspired series of adult videos which basically featured Vitali performing his pranks with topless girls. He put this content behind a $15 paywall and would eventually abandon this project entirely just a few short years after its inception due to its lack of popularity. Regardless of my personal opinions though, the unsuccessful nature of these projects did nothing to stop Vitali's success on YouTube. His channel would continue to grow from his prank videos over the years, and he would shockingly reach the 10 million subscriber milestone by the end of 2019. Vitali would start 2020 off by doing something he is fairly good at by this point: getting arrested for his videos. In the beginning of January, Vitali flew to Giza where he would record a video of himself climbing one of the Great Pyramids. This, of course, is incredibly illegal and would inevitably result with an arrest inside a foreign country. Vitali, of course, did not care about the legality of this stunt and managed to climb all the way to the top of one of the pyramids before the local police could catch him. He cuts a motivational video that's full of spit fleeing everywhere before returning to the bottom and turning himself into the authorities.
I just wanted to let you know, live your dreams to the fullest. It's your life, your choice. Do whatever you want. I don't want to curse because I'm in the Holy Land. I love you so much, world. Thank you, universe. Thank you, Mother Nature, for bringing me to this incredible life. Stop the war. Stop the hate. We're all equal. Thank you so much for watching.
There's one insane thing Vitali did before descending to the bottom of the pyramid though. While at the top, Vitali took the SD card out of his camera and placed it inside a condom he had on himself. He then proceeded to stick that condom up his ass to preserve the footage just in case the police refused to give up his camera equipment. While Vitali was locked up, he makes the wild claim that he did not poop for 5 days to keep the condom inside of him. And to keep adding more deranged details to this story, after Vitali was released and he was finally able to poop, the condom came out but was mysteriously empty. No, I'm not kidding. Vitali would happily explain this ordeal on Roman Atwood's podcast.
And I was like, I need to save this footage. I was prepared. I took the mini SD cards into a condom and shoved it up my butt.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I did. Nobody knows this. You're the first guys to know this. Wait, the story gets better. I was like, they're not deep enough. I got to go deeper because they're going to spread my ass cheeks. And
you knew they were going up there.
No, they didn't go up there. They didn't.
You assumed.
No,
if you wanted
to climb down, they're going to take my GoPros. I'm going to lose the footage.
Okay.
So I had, they're up my butt, deep. So I was like, my WhatsApp is not working to transfer the footage. So I call AT&T on top of the pyramid.
No.
It's time difference. They're not answering. So I'm listening to the music while I'm like waving at them. And and I'm climbing so slowly down. And finally my WhatsApp messages go through like the videos just in case. I climb down and they take me, I was expecting to go to jail, but not for 5 days. And the jail experience, so they take me and first thing they do when they get to jail, my ass cheeks.
No,
like, I am talking about not just like.
Is that maybe because they saw you digging up there?
No, nobody saw it, dude. I spread my legs open. I flipped. I was like, who can say they did this on top of the pyramid? But you know how we do it, how loyal we're to the footage.
I don't think I've been that loyal before.
It turns out Vitali never had to do this insane SD card boofing because the Egyptian police did in fact return his camera equipment untouched. Not only that, but Vitali miraculously managed to send off all the footage to his editor while he was on top of the pyramid. Why he still decided to stick the card up his ass after successfully sending off the footage is beyond me. Vitali would get deported back to the United States for this stunt and was banned from ever returning to Egypt. This arrest and deportation would pale in comparison to the legal trouble Vitali would find himself in just a few months after he returned to the States. Something Vitali hardly ever talked about was his drug use. Behind the scenes, he liked to party and would often use a variety of drugs in excessive amounts. On April 12, 2020, Vitali would allegedly consume over 60 grams of mushrooms. You don't need to be an expert on drugs to know 60 grams of anything is entirely too much, with mushrooms only requiring a couple of grams to receive psychoactive effects. Vitali began to hear voices after this heroic dose of psilocybin and talked himself into believing snipers were on the rooftops trying to kill him. He would flee his home attempting to escape these vivid hallucinations, eventually running into a woman named Lily Jensen who was out for an evening jog around the neighborhood. Vitali would approach Lily, intentionally impeding her path before abruptly tackling her to the ground and viciously attacking her in front of countless witnesses. Vitali straddled this defenseless woman and struck her with closed fist repeatedly in the face. This unprompted attack was brutal and went on for several minutes before a crowd of neighbors would surround him, causing him to flee back to his home. It wouldn't take long for the Miami PD to arrive on scene to arrest the drugged-out Vitali, which was all of course documented on body camera.
Can you do us a favor? Can you do us a favor and wait for us over there, please? Can you do us that favor?
Put your hands behind the back. I'm gonna tell you again. Put your hands behind the back. I'm gonna tell you again.
I got to change the line.
Put your hands behind the back.
Good.
Hey, let me get another cup, bro. I gotta pay this shit.
Are you sick? Hello? Are you sick?
No.
So why do you keep coughing?
What's up?
Why do you keep coughing?
Because I'm a mushroom.
Because you're what?
I'm a mushroom.
A mushroom?
Yeah.
That makes you cough? Oh, I didn't know that was a side effect. Come here.
I lost everything.
You didn't lose everything. Yes. Yes, here. Let me see. Put your hands here. Check it out, see? I'm gonna put them in the front. You gotta leave your mask on though.
Okay, I'm sure.
Mask has to go on. Put it over your face.
Okay, so can you listen to, do you know me?
Do I know you? No.
No, do you know me?
Here, put this hand in here.
You heard about me?
No.
Okay, so I'm super, I want to try to tell you this. First of all, I don't know why I wanted to attack this girl for no fucking reason. No one's gonna forgive me about this. I ruined my whole life and the whole thing.
What do you mean? What do you mean you ruined your whole life?
I attacked this girl for no reason.
The aftermath of this attack left Vitali's victim in terrible shape, with images circulating around the internet showcasing the damage he did immediately after the attack. These pictures are too graphic for YouTube, as they showed the right side of Lily's face entirely bruised and swollen, and she also required stitches above her right eye from a gash that was nearly 2 inches wide. Vitali was charged with felony aggravated battery and was given a $7,500 bond, which he posted instantly. It wouldn't take long after this for Vitali's victim to launch a civil lawsuit against him, and after nearly a year of litigation, she ultimately decided to settle out of court with Vitali. This meant his felony charge was dropped, likely for an undisclosed amount of money. The courts granted Vitali a pretrial diversion on July 6, 2021, with no objections from his victim. A pretrial diversion is a program that allows individuals accused of crimes to avoid traditional prosecution by fulfilling specific requirements like treatment programs or anger management classes. Vitali somehow managed to dodge any real legal trouble from this incident. He astonishingly faced more jail time for his previous prank videos than he did for publicly assaulting a woman in broad daylight. He would give Roman Atwood sparse details about the settlement case on a podcast titled The Rise and Fall of Vitali.
My next question was, have you spoke to this woman?
I spoke to her till this day.
Wow.
That's how I tried to write her apology letter. Like, obviously she shouldn't forgive me, but how sorry. And that's not me. I didn't know her. I didn't know what I did.
Oh, you were a demon.
Yeah, but demons, the thing came out of me, bro. I didn't, yeah. I mean, it could have been a guy, it could have been anybody. It's not just I was big, oh, let me find a helpless girl and do this to her. I didn't know what I was doing at the time. Yeah, so I wrote her, tried to write her apology letter and to reach out to my lawyer. I didn't know her name, nothing. Like, I was gonna dude, I was ready to give her my whole world, bro. I just felt, I still to this day, I just feel terrible that I haven't spoke. And, you know, I mean, it's the law. You can't. So.
You haven't spoke to her. You don't even know if she's read the letter.
She read the letter.
She has read the letter.
She read the letter. Yeah.
Just through lawyers.
Through lawyers.
Is this a current situation that's still active?
I'm still not allowed to talk about how it ended, but
okay. Oh,
my charges got dismissed.
Oh, they have.
Yeah, I'm not a felon anymore.
So this is over.
Yeah, it's been over. That. Oh, it's been over.
I did not know.
Oh wow, yeah, it's been over. My charges got dismissed. I was getting deported, but yeah.
Okay, so the felony charges have dropped.
Dismissed, yeah.
Like, as in she dropped them, or like your lawyers got them dropped? Or
my lawyers came to agreement, but I can't say more than that.
Okay.
That's typical court. We've been in some suits where you can't.
Yeah, you
can't speak of.
Yeah.
Vitali wouldn't exactly get away with this scot-free though. The news of his arrest, body cam footage, and lawsuit were somewhat of a public spectacle. This entire ordeal rightfully tanked Vitali's reputation. He lost the respect of his audience and fellow creators, brands canceled their deals with him, and the support his channel once received took a massive decline. Life would also decide to deliver him some cosmic level karma for his actions just a few months after the assault when he decided to go skydiving. This was in order to promote his failing website I previously mentioned, Vitali Uncensored. In October 2020, Vitali purchased a custom skydiving canopy with the name of his porn company, Vitali Uncensored, printed across it. Vitali, who is not a professional or licensed skydiver, did not realize the canopy he rush ordered was too small for him. He proceeded to confidently jump out of a plane with this strapped to his back and did not realize the canopy was not large enough to support him until it was too late. While everything seemed okay at first, Vitali eventually began plummeting towards the ground and was unable to slow himself down to a safe landing speed. Instead, he would land flat on his bottom, breaking his neck and the lower L4 vertebrae in his spine.
I go skydiving and I buy a new canopy that said Vitali Uncensored, promoting my new business. Promoting my site. And I get this new canopy and I get it rushed order. And if you get a rushed order, I didn't know that they don't send you the size you need. So I'm flying this canopy, I'm turning left, it doesn't turn, and I like have to go. Usually you're supposed to go like this on the parachute and go, woo, you dive. And it doesn't do anything. So 5-6 jumps later, I'm flying towards the ground. I'm going so fast and I'm trying to flare. Flare means stop. And you're supposed to fly into the wind to slow you down. There was no wind. The wind just stopped while we're jumping in the air, in the free fall. So I'm flying towards the ground like 40 miles an hour, stick my legs out thinking I'm going to slide in the grass. And it just, boom, impact on my butt. And then pain goes all the way through my back and it cracks my neck, C1. And I broke my L4, my bone went to the right. If it went to the left, I would have been paralyzed from legs down.
Vitali required months of physical therapy and rehabilitation in order to relearn how to walk and fully recover from this accident. He racked up tons of medical debt from this, which he struggled to pay off since he wasn't making new videos while he was recovering. Accompany that with the lawsuit settlement he had to pay, and the fact that YouTube decided to demonetize his channel around this time as well, Vitali virtually had no money coming in and was financially struggling. The entire empire he built was crumbling down in front of him, all because of the poor choices he had made. The consequences of his own actions, many such cases. Vitali would essentially disappear from the internet for the entirety of 2021 and half of 2022, returning in July of that year. On July 6th, 2022, exactly 1 year after the courts granted him a pretrial diversion, Vitali posted a video titled, "The Truth About My Downfall." He insanely blames his absence not on his arrest or court stipulations, but on social media burnout.
What's good, people? I wanted to do this video for a long time, but I simply wasn't ready. And I wanted to let you know what I've been going through in my life for the last 2 years and why I stopped uploading videos. I'm gonna be real with you. I simply stopped uploading videos because I got burnt out. Before I had fun, and then it became a business and a job. And I was hanging around wrong people. The fame got to my head. I started abusing drugs and alcohol, traveling the world with beautiful women. You think it's all cool, but at the end, I wasn't really happy. And because of drugs and alcohol, I got into serious legal trouble. A legal trouble that I'll remember, regret, and have to live with for the rest of my life. It was so bad. I'm so ashamed of my actions and embarrassed, disgusted. And I'm here today to apologize to all the people that are listening to me right now, to the whole world, to all the people that are let down. I'm so sorry.
Throughout this pseudo-apology, Vitali fails to address his victim and instead apologizes to his audience for using drugs and alcohol, which led him to getting in trouble. There's a shocking lack of remorse in this comeback video, and you can almost feel the "I don't give a fuck" attitude emanating off of him as he gives this monologue in such a monotone way. Vitali would start up and running again regardless of the negative backlash this video received. Just 1 week after the apology video dropped, he would release a brand new and very epic prank video titled "Epic Farting on Girls Prank." Yeah, after pretty much being ousted from the internet after attacking a woman, Vitali thought it would be a great idea to return with a video that is basically just antagonizing women in public.
I farted.
That's disgusting. Can you get away from me?
Why?
Away.
Why?
Get the fuck away!
Or what's gonna happen?
Leave us alone, you fucking creep!
You forgot to scream rape!
Get the fuck away from us!
Karen, relax.
Oh yeah, sure. Get the fuck away!
Fake or not, there is a glaring lack of self-awareness you have to think this is a great video to return to the internet with.
You forgot to scream rape!
Unsurprisingly, this video has been removed from his YouTube channel, but you can still find it on his Facebook. Vitali would continue posting these type of prank videos for the following year, all of which have been deleted from his YouTube channel, so they clearly weren't doing the numbers he was looking for. You can still find some clips of these deleted pranks on his Instagram though, if you really think you're missing out on some primo content.
What the wrong with you? What? You're assaulting her. I didn't assault her.
Vitali was still in debt, and these decade-old recycled prank videos were not paying him enough to pay off all his bills. This would soon change towards the end of 2023 when he decided to start live streaming on Kick. This is where Vitali's career would see a full-on resurgence. Kick is a streaming platform that is a rival to Twitch. The platform has a degenerate reputation for hosting live streams where anything goes and popularizing scumbags and sometimes outright predators. So naturally, Vitali fit right in here amongst this new crowd. During his first live stream, Vitali cosplayed as Fousey and met up with a degenerate named Jack Doherty.
What are you gonna do
I
with
just
it?
want to say nothing. Why are you twisting your fingers like this? I'm not gonna do it. Why are you nervous?
I'm not nervous.
I like your house.
It's just that mask gives me PTSD.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and those gloves.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna finger you with those gloves.
Right.
Vitali did this FouseyTube cosplay because at the time, Fousey was going through a generational crash out live on Kick just about every single day. Vitali and Fousey also have a checkered history where the two were once best friends. However, their friendship came to an end after Fousey posted an exposed video on Vitali in 2018 for assaulting a prostitute while they stayed in the same hotel. And before I play this video, I would just like to note that I did not add the dramatic background music. That was all Fousey.
Here's what happened. Under 10 minutes of her being in your room, all of a sudden at my door, knocking, screaming, crying. I open the door. This poor woman barges into my room holding her clothes, covering herself, and trying to speak to me in English saying, "He's hurting me. He's hurting me." Holding her wrist where there were marks from how tight you were holding her. Next thing I know, Vitali, butt ass naked with a condom hanging off of himself, turns the corner, comes to me, spit flying out of his mouth, saying, "This bitch won't let me put it in her ass. She's a bitch. She's a whore. Give me my money back. This bitch won't let me f her." You screamed that in my face. I was shaking. I turn around, she's crying, saying, "Help me, help me." As I turn around to you, you're recording it for your uncensored Vitali, and you're screaming, "Ha ha ha, this bitch won't let me f her," saying foul thing. I go up to you to try to calm you down. You pushed me onto the bed. You pushed me onto the bed, and I flew onto the bed and just sat there in disbelief as to what was going on.
Now, this story is coming from Fousey, who is known to be an unreliable narrator, so take it with a grain of salt, but with Vitali's criminal history, it really wouldn't surprise me if it was true. The pair would hash out their beef on Drama Alert, with Keemstar asking Vitali if any of these claims were true. Vitali would respond by saying no, and then accuse Fousey of having a prostitute addiction himself. The whole back and forth was pretty much reduced to the classic "no you" argument.
Vitali, what FouseyTube is saying, he's saying that, you know, there was this prostitute in Brazil, and that, you know, you were trying to put it in her butt, you know, and she didn't want that, and she was scared for her life trying to get away. Is this true? Is any of this true?
Absolutely false allegations, Keemstar. Did I get escorts in Brazil? Absolutely. Did Fousey get them with me? Absolutely. Different times? Yes. It's a 365 days of Fousey now. Before it used to be 365 days of hookers. Fousey has an addiction. Fousey had an addiction. And it's not an addiction, it's something in your control. I've never met a person that's addicted to hookers.
Now that's the abridged story on Fousey and Vitali's online beef and why Vitali cosplayed as Fousey on his first stream. Outside of this first collab, Vitali's solo live streams in the beginning were no different than his original prank videos where he harassed strangers in public.
I'm here for one reason and one reason only. To pick up black girls like you and eat them out like there's no tomorrow.
doesn't faze me, sweetheart.
Oh, you gay?
Vitali was seemingly unable to reinvent his content to keep up with the ever-changing digital landscape he found himself competing in. This style of prank content has been oversaturated and played out for nearly a decade at this point. And it wouldn't be until 2024 where Vitali would finally find success in the streaming industry. Starting in January of that year, Vitali met up with one of Kick's largest streamers, Aiden Ross. The pair hit it off, and this meetup helped bolster future collabs with popular content creators like Steve Will Do It. The collaboration with Steve happened the following month in February. This collab was particularly insane because Steve would give Vitali $140,000 to pay off all the looming medical debt that has been haunting him for the last few years.
So he's in debt,
Nice to meet you again.
$140,000, and his bank accounts are locked and everything.
Wait,
and here's
what?
your $140,000. You're out of debt. You can get your bank accounts back. There you go.
With no more debt, Vitali was finally able to come up with his next grift. The new recipe for success he cooked up came in the form of child predator catching. Online predator catching has become a popular style of content that has risen to prominence in the last handful of years. People and organizations have been formed all across the states performing online Chris Hansen-style sting operations to various degrees of success. What seemingly started as a noble cause where people would call the police on the creeps they have caught has quickly devolved over the last year into people blatantly assaulting the people they have caught for likes on Twitter. Now, don't get me wrong, I do absolutely enjoy seeing a pedophile get what he deserves. However, doing this could potentially destroy the predator catcher's case in court. At the end of the day, I would much rather see a predator get locked up and put on a registry rather than given a black eye and turned back loose into the community. There are still people who go about this the right way though and get convictions like Alex Rosen, but it feels like lately a lot of online predator catching has become a bit of a clown show. And this would be a great way to describe Vitali's predator catching live streams.
Yeah. Mosh. Yeah. I see. That's what we're gonna do to him, right?
He turned his catches into absolute spectacles, with some of the interactions being so ridiculous it had people questioning if any of this was real and if the predators were paid actors. Some of these interactions would include Vitali throwing smoke grenades at predators, shaving their heads, giving them predator tattoos, and he even made one predator drink from a cow's udder for some reason.
Okay. You okay? Yeah, we had it. Man, this is like. Open your mouth. Good boy. Good.
Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on in these streams. Vitali would accompany all of these insane antics with a long list of famous guests like Aiden Ross, Lil Pump, Ryan Garcia, Ty Dolla $ign, T Grizzly, Bobby Shmurda, Steve Will Do It, and many more. These streams were huge for Vitali, quickly making him one of the most popular streamers on Kick at the time. One glaring issue though was the lack of police presence in these streams, with law enforcement hardly ever showing up at all. In fact, a massive majority of the time, Vitali would let these predators go after he squeezed enough content out of them. Take for example one of the first times he caught predators with Aiden Ross. The pair would put this alleged predator on a leash and walk him like a dog outside of a Target.
No, stop. One at a time.
Let me tie run it. Let me tie.
Put it on. Put it on.
You're not gonna go to jail.
Okay, get on your force and fucking throw him a bone.
Oh,
go.
Cuff.
Go.
Oh yeah.
Go. Here, go. Where's the camera?
Oh wait, cuff him.
Come here in the front. Come on, let's go this way. Good little doggy. Bark.
Bro, that is wild.
You can literally hear Aiden tell the predator he's not going to jail before they even put the collar on him.
You're not gonna go to jail.
Vitali would eventually tell the predator that he will let him go if he picks up a chew toy with his mouth off the floor, which of course the predator obliges.
Get a bone. Get a bone. Good little doggy.
Grab with your mouth. Good boy.
Grab it with them. Good boy. Good boy.
Afterward, Vitali goes on a Joker-style monologue about how he would kill the predator before letting him walk away.
You know what I would do? I would kill you, you motherfucker. I'm sure you're enjoying this time, but you will never fucking do this again.
Алло, кто там? Да. Yo, Putin says.
Okay, no.
Another example can be taken from the first time Vitali caught predators with the rapper Lil Pump. After meeting up with a predator inside a Planet Fitness, they pull him outside to discuss the chat logs they have. Once outside, the duo began spray painting the predator's head while Lil Pump sings a parody of his hit song with Kanye West, "You're Such a Pedo, I Hate It."
You're such a fucking pedo! I hate it!
Once they finish this performance, they simply walk away without calling the police and allow the predator to go home. Vitali even says they need to leave because he thinks the gym called the cops on him, which only proves the fact that he does not want to be involved with law enforcement.
Hey, but I think the gym called the cops. We should go.
Huh?
We should go.
No, for sure.
This was kind of a revolving theme on these streams. I mean, sometimes the cops were called and the alleged predator would get arrested, which is great. However, this happened few and far between the usual catch and release Vitali would do after humiliating the predator for his streams. Regardless of the insane lack of police presence amongst these live streams and predators constantly being let go, Vitali's popularity and success continued to grow. There was even a rumor Aiden Ross allegedly helped him secure a $10 million Kick streaming deal after months of these nearly daily streams. Aiden also gave Vitali a $50,000 watch as a reward for all the good he has done this year.
So look, bro, Vitali, what you've done not only for Kick, for streaming, for the world, the society, everything in general, like, it's amazing, bro. And you've built a very, very strong streaming community, and I'm very proud of you, and you're gonna continue to crush it. You're gonna continue to complete your goals and set milestones for yourself, and I'm very proud of you, bro.
Thank you very much.
As a person, I'm happy to have you move out to Miami. I told you you're free to utilize the Kick warehouse whenever you want, bro.
Thank you,
and do events in there, whatever you want to do. And I would love to do my own series with you.
Thank you.
Whatever we decide to do. So, my boy, this is brand new. I've only worn it literally right now. I just wore it today. I never wear watches on stream, but if you could open your eyes, I got you an AP, Audemars Piguet.
Oh, shit. Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Chat. You serious?
Yeah.
This is fake.
No, it's not.
Bro, this is from China market.
No, I got it from Timepiece.
Oh my God.
Real AP. Stainless AP.
I'm speechless, bro.
Yeah, roll up. Yeah.
Let's go!
Vitali had truly figured out his new niche and would only continue to succeed when he announced his second season of predator catching in April 2024. 10 straight days of predator catching with new things like a camera crew and more celebrity features like Colby Covington and Akon. Vitali was able to afford this upgrade in production value because he now had a stake sponsorship and was allegedly given a $2.5 million budget from Kick themselves for this season. All of which was basically thrown out the window during the first episode when Vitali had a meltdown and fired the entire production team.
Our fucking production, everyone's fucking fired. We spent fucking $2 million on this for this garbage Taylor Swift concert. Taylor my fucking dick. Fuck everybody. Whoever needs to stay here, I'm taking over. I'm sorry I killed. I'm sorry fucking steak. I'm gonna promise you, I'm gonna deliver you the best fucking show ever. Come here, you fucking pedophile. You're coming with me. Fuck everybody, bro. Let's get it.
The stake sponsorship is something I want to circle back and touch on just because of how insane it is sometimes. In between catches during this second season of streams, Vitali would quietly sit in his van or sting house and gamble. These streams became a weird gambling website funnel, and on top of that, Vitali would also start making predators gamble on his account when he caught them, which is just so bizarre.
Pick a mine. Click anywhere on the screen. You better fucking click it right. Good boy. I give you one more chance. Pick a mine. It better be green. It better be green. It better be green. Whoo, my boy's making me bread. One more mine. Uno más. Uno más. Should I give him another try? He's making us beg.
It should be abundantly clear that these streams are not exactly about bringing child predators to justice and more about boosting Vitali's views on social media and enriching his bank account. The guy even began insanely clickbaiting these streams with things like catching predators with Donald Trump. Of course, this wasn't a real thing, and the Donald Trump lookalike that was hired for this stream doesn't look anything like Trump. It's just ridiculous. I really have to wonder who was watching this stuff unironically. Vitali would eventually branch out and started doing homewrecker and cheater bust as well towards the end of 2024 in November. These weren't nearly as popular, and in fact, from what I can find, I think he only did one stream of this with Bradley Martin and Myron Gaines, which was lackluster to say the least.
Okay, we're pretty in the middle of nowhere. You should be sending all these guys like back to back like now.
Sneak him in the house.
Because they're like what, 40 minutes?
Yeah, this guy's driving like an hour. Yeah, I bet him.
He's driving an hour to be punked. That's fucked.
The other guy.
All the guys.
Show my brightness down.
Man, this is funny.
I can see why he didn't try and repeat this concept. Vitali would do a few more predator catching streams during the month of November and then went on a long hiatus, disappearing from the internet until March 2025. He would tweet on the 4th, "Pedophile streams will be back, bigger than ever. Working on something huge, but I have to go to school for it. Be patient. I love you guys." Nothing would come of this vague tweet. We never learned what he was allegedly going to school for, and the predator catching streams never returned either. Instead, Vitali would return to streaming over 3 weeks later when he tweeted out that he was in the Philippines with his mom and it was about to be a movie, which may have needed to be worded a little better. We all know what happened last time Vitali tried to shoot a movie. This trip to the Philippines ultimately ended up being the worst decision Vitali has ever made in his career. The first part of this trip showcased Vitali meeting up with locals and giving away clothing and money to those in need.
Hello. Everybody will get everything. We have more stuff coming, guys. Please. I will give a lot. I will give money. I will give everything. Please be patient. Please.
While this is a generous thing to do, Vitali's kind spirit would quickly dissolve and he would resort back to doing what he knows best just a few days later, harassing strangers in public. This is unfortunately a phenomenon that is growing in popularity with IRL live streamers where they go to foreign countries and harass the locals for content. Johnny Somali is the most notable example of this, and he is currently locked up in South Korea after he pled guilty to a plethora of different charges stemming from harassing the local population. Vitali seemingly took a page out of Johnny's playbook for some reason and followed suit, making the same kind of content. Halfway through his trip, he would start a stream titled "Disturbing the Peace in the Philippines," and what he did over the span of a few hours would inevitably result in himself getting arrested. During this stream, Vitali decides to visit a popular high-end tourist shopping center in the Bonifacio Global City. This area in the Philippines is considered the nicest and most developed and is highly sought after by visiting tourists. Once Vitali arrives, he gets out of his van and is immediately notified by his cameraman that he has been put on the front page of Kick as a featured stream. With this information in mind, Vitali immediately gets up to no good, harassing the first person he sees.
Front page. Hey, chat, it's about damn time, chat.
There we go, chat.
From here, Vitali spots a security guard that he mistakes for a police officer and asks if he can stick a banana up his ass, which of course the security guard doesn't entertain this childish question.
I have a very important question for you. Can I shove this up your?
What?
Can I put this in your? It's a called a new video game, Mario Kart Infinity 360.
Not getting the content he is looking for, Vitali then decides to jump on the guard's motorcycle and started walking it down the street in an attempt to get the guard to chase him.
Hulihin mo, kuya. Hulihin mo. Hulihin mo yan. Hulihin mo yan. The cop doesn't want to do anything. He's just.
Why does he not react?
Nice.
He's not chasing me.
I know. He's too nice.
Boss, I want you to chase me.
To chase me.
Can I have a hug? Love for you. You mad at me? Okay. Look at that. Sorry. I'm gay.
The girls are in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Boss, this is. Explain to him this is.
Explain.
Hey, tell him I have a retardation. I'm autistic. I think he's pissed. Let's get the
He looks pissed.
After this interaction, Vitali continued in the mall where he began jumping in front of people, getting on his hands and knees and barking like a dog, and disrupting people trying to talk on their phones.
They had the walkie-talkie. The hell? Espresso.
Vitali would eventually spot another security guard. He would instantly approach the guard to steal his hat and run away with it.
On you. Bad idea, but arrested or no? Maybe.
Excuse me, sir. Security. Security, come here. I have a question for you. Can I give you a kiss? No, I have a question for you. I'm the new general in town. Child, they down
They say keep it, speed run, jail time.
Boss, I want to change. I'm sorry. Can I change? I'm just kidding. Sir, I'm joking. Sir, listen to me.
Yes, sir.
Dispatch. Dispatch. I'm a homosexual.
You should probably go. Telling me to turn it off.
You're gonna turn it off, right?
No, it's
Let's
not.
get out of here because they're going for backup.
Of course, Vitali's spree of harassment didn't end here. After returning the hat to the guard, he ventures deeper into the shopping center where he spots another security guard and immediately gets into an altercation with him.
No? What are you gonna do? Hello.
Hold it.
Hello. Hello.
Let me hold this.
Hello. 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 Paparazzi, you are besting twice on a paparazzi. Paparazzi. Paparazzi, you are my queen. Paparazzi. You're following us. Bye. Give me this shit. Paparazzi. Paparazzi.
After all of these altercations with security guards, Vitali's mom would begin to express concern to him that he was going to get arrested. Yes, he was doing all of this in front of his mother. This was Vitali's reaction to the thought of getting arrested.
Mom, stay away. I'm married. Keep my mom away, or I swear to God, things are gonna end bad. I'm gonna get arrested. Oh no! Oh no, mommy! Oh no, mommy! Oh no, mommy! I'm gonna get arrested. Let's get out of here. Oh no, I'm gonna get arrested for stealing a hat.
This clip goes on to age like a fine wine. Vitali exits the mall and his cameraman lets him know that his stream has grown to almost 5,000 viewers. He gets excited and in response he decides to approach an older woman walking down the path and threatens to rob her. Only it was just a joke and actually a reverse robbery that this woman didn't understand. When she rightfully gets upset and tries to get away from Vitali, he gets upset.
How many viewers we got?
4,900.
4,900. Let's break the 5K, chat. Excuse me, madam. I'm gonna rob you if you keep walking away. I want to give you money. No, okay. No. Okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal. Go get your vaccine.
One of the last major things Vitali would do on this stream would be outright steal an industrial-sized fan from a business and bring it back to his hotel. Why, might you ask? I don't really know. This is content for him, I guess.
Coming through. You want to get knocked out? It's coming through. It's my only fan left, bro. Excuse me, sir. I buy this from the store.
Shangri-La po ito. Saan po yung Shangri-La?
Dito ba sa room sir?
I buy this in the store. Watch. Come on. I stayed in my room number.
Room number, wait, sir. I will.
Bro, this is my fan. I bought it, okay? Bye. Bye. Come, Sky.
A day after the Disturbing the Peace in the Philippines stream, Vitali was confronted by a YouTuber called Unlock Philippines. He would go on to have a hostile conversation with Vitali where he presses him on the content he is making harassing the locals. During this short back and forth, Vitali reveals the fact that he feels like he can do whatever he wants to the locals because he is giving them money.
When you show up here in the Philippines and you genuinely start like what happens behind the scenes when you're interacting with people here and you're messing around with them. I know it's a joke to you, but for the people here, they work hard, bro.
And guess what? And I tip them. What do you do? Exactly.
I run a software company and I provide housing for the locals.
So you came just to talk shit, right?
I'm not talking shit.
So why
I'm asking you, why even make that content? Genuinely.
Because
I'm speaking up for a large majority of people.
Shut the fuck up, because I do whatever the fuck I want. What are you gonna follow me?
I'm not gonna follow you.
Yo, I swear to God, bro.
Have a real conversation.
And I don't want to have a conversation. I don't want to have a conversation with you, bro.
That's fair. You don't want to have a conversation with reality. You
want to have a conversation with reality? What have you done in your life that's positive, bro? What have you done?
A lot.
Well, show me proof.
I'm not a lol cow online.
I'm telling you exactly what's going on. Hey, what? What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell your viewers that you guys are better than this. You don't have to watch people fucking with others and putting them down. You need to lift people up for a living.
And what do I do? You haven't watched my
I have watched your streams and you're a piece of shit. And I came here to say that to everybody. You're a literal piece of shit.
Perfect, amazing. Jesus loves you too. Let's go.
Have a good one. Stay safe.
Don't fucking touch me before I knock you the fuck out.
You're not gonna knock me out.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do?
I guarantee you're not gonna knock me
Yo,
out.
back off.
Fucking walk.
Oh, what are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? You came with these.
Justice was served quick in the Philippines because it only took one more additional day before the actual authorities were able to track down Vitali and arrest him. He was charged with 3 counts of unjust vexation, 2 counts of theft, and 1 count of attempted theft. There's a video of Vitali being read his rights where he looks smug and he even blows a kiss to the camera.
Okay, sir. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in any court of law in the Philippines. Okay? You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to counsel at your own choice. Okay? If you cannot afford the counsel, the government will be provided for you at any government expense. You understand the right? Yes.
After this, Vitali was perp-walked on a national news network in the Philippines, and a secretary of local government read off the details of his crimes and charges.
Vitali engaged in multiple disruptive and inappropriate acts, including attempting to kiss and grab him, trying to seize his service firearm, taking videos of him without consent, mocking other security guards, and vlogging without a permit in BGC. Also, in Vitali's latest video in BGC, nakita siyang sumasakay ng patrol motorcycle.
Apparently, Vitali attempted to grab the service firearm of one of the security guards, which is insane. Sadly, I was unable to find that happening in any of the scattered VODs across the internet. At one point during this meeting, they tried to play a compilation of the harassment Vitali live-streamed, but unfortunately, they experienced technical difficulties. Vitali attempted to say something to the secretary after this, but was immediately shunned.
Everybody, we could all look at the screens and watch the videos that we have collated for you. Thank you. We are just experiencing some technical difficulties, but later again, may I just remind you that we can have questions given to the Secretary for only the agendas that we would be tackling today.
Good morning, Secretary. Jess Cruzal from ABS-CBN News. May I ask if Mr. Vitali is allowed to speak?
No, not today. Only in the formal inquest.
All right. Okay.
The once smug smile he had in his mugshot has completely vanished. It would only continue to get worse for Vitali from here because the president of the Philippines ended up doing a YouTube reaction video to Vitali's antics in his country. Yes, that's a real thing that happened. In the video, the president expresses his annoyance with Vitali's actions. He makes it known that he will not tolerate foreign vloggers coming to his country and doing this to his people, and that Vitali will be made an example of.
Huwag tayong sasama dyan sa ganyang klaseng ugali. Hindi naman ganyan ang ugaling Pilipino. Asahan ninyo yung mga gumagawa ng ganyan na hindi natin pababayaan na patuloy nilang ginagawa yan.
Tapos na po ang mga dayuhan, akala nilang kaya nilang napastangin mga Pilipino. Ito'y ehemplo na seryoso tayo na sa sariling bayan natin. Hindi tayo magpapabasa sa kanila.
The president was not joking when he said this. He made sure Vitali was relegated to a jail in the Philippines that is nicknamed the Goolog.
He's currently locked up in Camp Bagong Diwa, which isn't exactly a wellness retreat. It's overcrowded, undersupplied, and looks like something out of a post-apocalyptic horror flick. Think sweat, mildew, 30 guys to a cell, and about as much personal space as the inside of a sardine can. This isn't a short stay. This isn't wait and holding overnight and post bail in the morning. Because there is no bail. That's right, zero bail, zilch, nada.
Vitali has been fully detained and will not be let free under any bond circumstances whatsoever, as he has been deemed a flight risk. The average pre-trial detention time in the Philippines ranges from 9 to 11 months. However, their court systems have a reputation for being backed up, and it's speculated that it will take at least 2 to 3 years before Vitali's case will even go to trial. Vitali is also not receiving any help from the United States nor his home country, Russia. Russian diplomats have actually spoken out against Vitali's actions following his arrest and urged all Russians to follow the laws of the Philippines. So yeah, he's pretty much fucked. Towards the end of May 2025, after being locked up for just about 2 months, Vitali wrote a letter to the Philippines government expressing that he has mental health issues and that his incarceration is negatively affecting them. He said that he is sorry and was begging for all of his charges to be dropped because of these mental health issues. Thankfully, this was declined, and the government secretary reiterated the fact that Vitali needs to be punished. Not long after this, a new image of Vitali would surface on social media, and it looks like he has lost 100 pounds. It's amazing what happens when you stop using steroids for a few months and go on a Filipino prison diet. This image was originally posted because Vitali was removed from the Goolog and was transferred to the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology. BJMP's conditions are better than the Goolog, however, it is still majorly overcrowded. Commissioner Joel Anthony Viado made a statement explaining Vitali was transferred due to the local cases he was facing. He was quoted saying, "This is not just a matter of administrative procedure, it is about protecting the integrity of our immigration laws." He also added, "Foreigners who abuse our hospitality and violate our laws must face the consequences." Viado would even reassure us that Vitali's recent temporary release and bail request have been denied. Despite these claims from the commissioner, Vitali was eventually granted bail just about a month after he was originally denied. He would immediately pay the bail, but this did not grant him any freedom. Because the authorities have deemed him to be an undesirable alien, he was immediately taken to the Bureau of Immigrants Detention Center, which is basically just a prison for immigrants. Now this is where Vitali will remain until his court cases go to trial, and it's going to take months, if not years, before that happens. He is going to be locked up for a long time for his antics, and if he is found guilty on all of his charges, he is potentially looking at serving over 20 more years in these nightmare Filipino prisons. I'm sure he'll be okay though. Remember how he felt about getting arrested?
I'm gonna get arrested, oh no! Oh no, mommy! Oh no, mommy! Oh no, mommy! I'm gonna get arrested!
It's not my first rodeo. And I'm not going to say, oh, don't arrest me. Here's the money. I will go to jail. I'm a proud man. I love jail. I get it up to be there for free. I don't have to pay.
I wonder if he still thinks this horrible content is worth the time he is spending in prison for it now. This has been the story of how Vitali has gone from prankster to prisoner. If you made it to this point in the video, I really appreciate it. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to learn about yet another stupid live streamer. I'd like to give a massive shout out to all of my channel members and goated members. I appreciate the hell out of your guys' support. With all of that being said, I'm Nick Nobody, and until next time, I'm out.